Welcome to this explainer. Okay, today we are unpacking something that we all deal with literally every single day, but we rarely stop to think about it deeply. We're talking about the fascinating psychology of presentation. Specifically, we're going to explore why your clothes are actually speaking for you way before you ever even say a single word. So let's dive into the profound psychological and practical impacts of how we present ourselves to the world.
To kick things off, picture two people standing right in front of you. On one side, you've got someone who looks like they literally just rolled out of bed. You know the look, wrinkled clothes, messy hair. And hey, I know it's super tempting to stay in those cozy sweatpants sometimes, but look at the other side. Clean clothes, polished shoes, standing tall. Naturally, you're going to take that second person much more seriously, right? I mean, we all love to claim that we don't judge a book by its cover, that we only care about what's on the inside, but the reality? The world always evaluates your clothes long before it ever attempts to understand your heart.
Section 1. The Socrates First Impression Test. Let's look at a historical lesson in perception.
To really grasp how deeply ingrained this is in human psychology, let's travel back hundreds of years. Imagine the great philosopher Socrates sitting at the edge of a forest, chatting with his student. Suddenly, a man walks by, and this guy is walking with just immense confidence. He's dressed absolutely immaculately, bright, clean clothes, a neatly tied turban, shining shoes. Seeing this incredibly sharp presentation, the student immediately jumps to a conclusion. He assumes this man must be a wealthy merchant or maybe a noble from some prominent family.
But Socrates? He just kind of smiles at his student. He then reveals that the man is actually just a poor farmer's son, simply wearing borrowed clothes because he happened to be heading out to a wedding. Socrates then drops this brilliant, timeless piece of wisdom. Clothes don't just cover the body, they create a picture in others' minds. And that hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? The world doesn't see your objective reality first, it sees your presentation.
What's really fascinating is how perfectly this ancient anecdote breaks down into 5 actionable modern lessons. Today, we're going to cover boosting self-confidence, 5-second judgments, rewiring your brain, building daily discipline, and finally, unlocking new opportunities.
Let's dive right into Lesson 1, Boosting Self-Confidence. Think about your own body language for a second. Have you ever noticed that when someone wears torn, old, or just unkempt clothes, their physical posture actually changes? Their shoulders slump, they unconsciously try to kind of hide themselves, and they definitely avoid eye contact. But compare that to the flip side. When you put on something sharp, your chest naturally broadens, your voice actually gets stronger, and you develop this incredibly confident walk. Your wardrobe is literally altering your physical posture before anyone else even gets a chance to look at you. So, the absolutely crucial takeaway here is this. Dressing well is not about showing off, not at all. It is fundamentally an act of giving yourself respect. It's not arrogance. When you respect yourself enough to present your absolute best self, well, your confidence just naturally and effortlessly follows.
Moving right along to Lesson 2, 5-second judgments. I want you to focus on the number 5 for a moment, just 5 seconds. Because believe it or not, that is all the time it takes for the rest of the world to pass a heavy and, honestly, often permanent judgment on you.
It's a harsh rule, I know, but it's an absolutely necessary one to understand. In just 5 seconds flat, people decide if you are important, trustworthy, and responsible based entirely on your appearance. Before you even open your mouth to introduce yourself, before you share a single one of your brilliant ideas, people have already used your outfit to determine your reliability. Your clothes are speaking loudly on your behalf way before you ever get the chance to. Okay, Lesson 3, Rewiring Your Brain.
Now, this goes even deeper than just social perception. Getting dressed up actually sends a biological signal straight to your nervous system. Seriously. When you take the time to polish your shoes and comb your hair, your brain receives a literal, "Okay, I'm ready for the day" message. This simple physical act increases your overall focus, leads to much better work output, and remarkably results in stronger decision-making throughout your day. It's like a switch flips in your head. You aren't just wearing clothes, you are putting on a mindset.
On to Lesson 4, Building Daily Discipline.
Looking sharp isn't just some lucky accident. It requires deliberate micro-habits. It starts with night prep. Just taking a few minutes to lay out your clothes the night before. Then, waking up on time so you can actually put yourself together properly without rushing out the door, which naturally spills over into broader life habits. It's a total domino effect. Massive life discipline always begins with tiny, highly organized daily routines. By maintaining discipline in your wardrobe, you are quietly training yourself to bring that exact same discipline into every other single area of your life.
And finally, Lesson 5, Unlocking New Opportunities.
Let's look at the external payoff of all this internal discipline we've been talking about. The simple reality is, if you don't take yourself seriously, the world definitely won't either. But being clean, organized, and confident, that signals to the world that you are highly responsible. Looking put together projects this deep, deep sense of reliability. It basically tells people, hey, if you can manage yourself with this much care, you can for sure manage their projects, their investments, or their trust.
Just think about where this applies in your day-to-day life. Job interviews, corporate meetings, social gatherings, everyday relationships, the whole shebang. A strong visual presentation can instantly open doors across all of these scenarios. Doors that might otherwise take you years of grueling hard work to unlock. Your presentation basically acts as an incredible accelerator for your success.
But wait, let's pause and clarify one very, very important thing, because it is so easy to get this wrong. Good clothing absolutely does not mean draining your bank account on incredibly expensive luxury items or chasing flashy designer tags. Actually, scratch that. It has nothing to do with price. Good clothing simply means clothes that are clean, appropriate, and dignified. It's all about the level of care and organization you put into what you already own.
So as we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with one vital question to reflect on. Will you take yourself seriously? Because life gives its best opportunities to those who do. Think about that tonight as you prepare your clothes for tomorrow. What message are you sending to your own brain? And what picture are you painting for everyone you meet? Start taking your presentation seriously, and just watch how seriously the world starts taking